welcome to another special edition of Business Talks, and I'm pleased to have Taylor Dockins. Did I get that right?
You did. Thank you.
All right, with Action Sports Media. I'm going to guess that we're going to be talking about some things you've done in the snow and backcountry and hiking and all of that today, right?
Yes, that's correct. And
Yeah. And one of the things, Taylor, that I was really impressed with you is between you and your staff at the company, you've got certificates for about everything from CPR to you name it. How important is that to what you do in your business?
Yeah, that's a great question. In my line of business, we're always out in the backcountry trying
Yes.
to film for clients.
Right.
Outdoors, whether it be snowboarding or wakeboarding, we're always trying to be prepared for what the elements provide, not only for our cameras, but for our own bodies and our clients that are out there maybe doing this extreme sport and maybe having an issue when it comes to how they land a trick or don't land that trick.
Yes.
So CPR, first wilderness aids, all those come into play when we're out there to make sure that we get home safely as well.
Yeah. I got to ask a question. What do you do for your cameras when you're in cold weather and things like that in the backcountry?
Yeah, so pre-production is really where that comes into play. It's thinking about what equipment we need to bring into the field,
Okay.
what we need to do to protect that equipment, as well as still being able to kind of risk it to get that shot, right?
Sure,
There's always
sure.
a risk with equipment. So we take really good prepared knowledge about what to bring to keep it warm. That's the biggest thing.
Okay.
To keep your batteries warm at all times.
Yes.
It can be very simple measures, just as hand warmers in a sack with your batteries. Just that simple. But those are the pre-thoughts.
But those aren't the things you want to leave at home, are they?
Yeah, you don't want to leave your batteries or your warming devices.
Have
once
you
you're out there.
have you found out the hard way that not to do that?
Yeah, with GoPros most of the time. GoPros, as many people may know, they always have this battery issue. They're always
really?
dead. They always can die before you even get to the mountain. So those things that we always pay attention to. Plus, we take extra batteries just in case we do have that cold freeze. As you may know, batteries don't do good in cold, even with a drone. So imagine flying a drone up in a few hundred feet going.
Yeah, where it's
20
windy
hours.
and you're moving and everything else, right?
Yeah, so
right.
we make sure to keep them warm.
Well, we've talked about the equipment and we've talked about how prepared you and your staff are, and I'm impressed by that because I think that is important. It only takes one accident to find out that you didn't cover all the bases and someone's life could be at stake, okay?
Exactly.
But what kinds of things are you shooting? What are some of the programs you're doing? Because you're doing a lot.
Right.
Beyond what most of us live on every day. You
Right.
know, we go skiing or something that's 49 degrees north or something, or Mount Spokane 45 minutes away. But you're literally in the backcountry where most people don't get to go.
Right, and we've been fortunate to grow up on the mountains that you speak of,
Okay.
49 degrees north, Schweitzer, that gave us these abilities and the passions to really follow our dream into going even deeper, right?
Okay.
So most of our time is on the mountains, is exploring and getting our bodies prepared to take on those feats. But really, it comes down to the passion. We love being out there. We love being exploring and adventuring out. So when it comes to me and my business partner taking on these sorts of clients, from wakeboarding to snowboarding, even bass products, products from fly fishing rods. We've done all sorts of things, even with bell helmets.
Okay.
So we look for clients that are in the industry and try to help us push our skills with them.
Okay. What's been the craziest thing you've been asked to film?
Recently, we were asked to film a TV series called Mountain Havoc. It's located at an event up in Bonners Ferry, Idaho, so it is local to us. And it is basically dune buggies on steroids.
On steroids, okay.
Very
I'm starting to
intense.
picture things, okay?
Yeah, big agricultural tires, big machines, just these things that go through these rocks and mud that really make it an experience for filmers to protect gear again in these conditions. This is a high intensity kind of event. You have to be particular on where you're standing.
Yes.
The vehicles do go out of control. So this was is today, over 6 years, one of our biggest jobs to do, not only for the pre-production and the filming side, but the post-production to get it aired on a TV network.
Okay,
correctly.
so where does that air?
And this is going to air on Discovery's channel's MotorTrend.
Okay.
It's also going to air in Canada on Wild TV.
Wow.
And then spring 2020, it will stream on Amazon Prime as well as Vudu.
Okay, so when you go to do something like this, I can know, yeah, you talked about the preparing the cameras because they're going to be in some rugged situations,
Correct,
right?
yeah.
Do you go through cameras once in a while?
We do, yeah.
Yeah.
Mostly drones and GoPros. Those are the
Okay.
ones that you'll find.
The ones that are really out there, aren't they?
Yeah, the ones that we're really trying to risk to really make sure we
Yeah.
get that shot right,
Yeah.
that no one else can see or can really get with a nice big camera.
So how many cameras do you mount on the vehicles and things like that?
Yeah, this, for example, this last series, we had 9 filmers.
Okay.
And on one vehicle, we had up to 3 different cameras just mounted on it for one run, just to make sure we can test out our angles, what ones get dirty, what ones stay
Right,
clean,
right.
things like that. But typically, we had about 9 GoPros that event
Wow.
running at all times.
And I don't think most people think about, they think about taking their smartphone and because we take pictures of everything
Right.
today, right? And so forth. But you're on overload to be out there to get the right angle because that one time that they go over the rocks or whatever is the great shot, and you got to have several angles of that, right?
Yes. And as you know, with live events, we
Yes.
only have one chance. We can't ask them to repeat it or restage that again. So that's what we love about live events. It
Yes.
gives us what it can, but we're always in high energy mode to make sure we don't miss a moment.
Okay, we're gonna take a quick break, but when we come back, I'm gonna give you the question now because I'm gonna give you time to think about it. What's the craziest thing close to an accident that you've filmed? Okay. Be thinking about that.
All right.
Because we've all had some experience there somewhere, haven't we?
Yeah.
We're going to take a quick break from our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
I'm Nikki Butler, and I'm a regional manager for STCU. My lunch buddy is Nicole.
I'm Brandy Schloss. I'm a regional manager at STCU. My lunch buddy is Angelina. She's grown up with me. I've grown up with her. To see her graduate will be a lot of fun.
Brandy and I have been lunch buddies since the girls were in 2nd grade. It's great that STCU provides me with the opportunity to be part of Reach for the Future. We are committed to the children. We're committed to our community. I'm Nikki,
I'm Brandy.
and STCU is here for good.
O'Brien Logistics would like to invite you to try our local and regional transportation services. With Sprinter vans, lift gates, hot shot flatbeds, and expedited services, our people are ready to step in and help with your transportation needs. Our services are 24/7, 365, and we are trained and prepared to handle air cargo and Canadian shipments. Give us a call at 208-305-2311 or visit our website at o'brienlogistics.net. That's OBRIEN logistics.net.
Action Sports Media is the company, and Taylor, you're one of the co-owners because you have a business partner as well, and
Correct.
a number of people that you bring in and work and so forth. I asked the question before we went to break, figuring there would be a story because you've been out on enough of these. What's been the scariest, craziest thing that you've been out shooting that is very memorable?
Yeah, just recently we're working out at a dude ranch. We're working on some mountain bike videos and just some random stuff that they have out there. And one of the gentlemen we're filming was a youth, 17-year-old mountain biker.
Oh boy.
And he just had a great first run. We told him, hey, we're good. We don't need any more. But when cameras are on, they seem to want to go a little bit faster and bigger. So.
And he's 17 years
Yes.
of age. He's fearless.
Right. So we gave him the opportunity to run it again. And unfortunately, about halfway down, I have a radio call that there was something down. And my suspicion was the drone was down, unfortunately, on our end. However, it was the biker was down. It was a bad wreck. So it put us into a kind of a quick panic mode to make
Yeah.
sure that we can get to that rider. I was at the top of the mountain. My business partner flying the drone was at the bottom of the mountain. So
Okay.
we had to rush to get him there to stabilize him to make sure he was okay. All in all, he was all right. He was able to facilitate himself down to the mountain
Okay.
and get life flighted out of there.
Okay.
And everything was okay. He survived. His helmet really did a great job for him, and he's up and still mountain biking, which is great.
Which is a good plug for why you wear safety gear.
Correct,
Right?
yeah.
And your guys wear safety gear
Oh,
and
yeah.
are prepared. It's more than just the equipment and so forth, the camera people and everybody as they're getting tricky shots and
Right.
so forth. So
Yeah, we promote safety first and
Yeah.
foremost. That's a big thing for us in this world of action
Yeah, because you want to
sports.
go back and do more.
Exactly.
You know, and you can't if you're laid up in the hospital.
Exactly.
At way too much per day, right?
Way too much.
Yeah, yeah. So what's in the future for you? Well, one of the things that we've been talking about, the mountains, and we've been talking about snow and all of that, but you're out doing scuba diving and other things too. Talk about some of that. 'Cause
Yeah.
you go off into when it's cold here, you go off into the sunset where it's
We
warm,
do.
don't you?
We do. We try to take off. So
Yeah.
our company name does specialize in action sports media, but we also look at ourselves as an adventure lifestyle style kind of company or media, because
Right.
we go out and work with other clients that do lifestyle travel, from
Okay.
sailing in the Grenada to even trampoline parks in all over Canada and here in Spokane, Washington.
Yeah, you do some for here in Spokane,
Yeah,
don't
Flying
you?
Squirrel Spokane's sports there.
Right.
We've done their
So all the videos that you see on that, you've done.
Yes, we've had the pleasure of working with those guys.
Did you get out there and get on some of it yourself?
Yes, we can't help ourselves but to throw down
Yeah.
a few dunks.
We're kids at heart, aren't we?
Yes,
Yeah.
we are. Yeah, we learn the right way.
We got to check it out to
Yes.
make sure it's safe, right?
Well, that's part of my job. Is always in the pre-production is to make sure I know what I'm doing in advance.
Okay,
so making
good,
sure I know the
good.
right angles for that
Yeah.
dunk.
I got to ask you this. I know the answer because I can just tell by your enthusiasm. Are you having fun, and is this something that you really are enjoying?
Yes, it's definitely a great experience. I say we're always rich in experience.
Yeah.
Financially, it's always a thing to discuss and to work on as a business. But looking back after what I've done over the years, I would have a hard time going back.
Yeah.
Being self-employed is something that is amazing, but it also comes with a burden. It also
Yeah.
comes with time.
A few sleepless nights.
Yeah,
Right there.
and
Yes.
but it's amazing when you accomplish something and you can get up the next day and get through it. It's very satisfactory.
Yeah. So you grew up in this area?
I did, just about 45 minutes north in Old Town, Idaho, right
Okay.
between Newport and Priest River.
Okay.
So right in the border there, and grew up with all these kind of sports, from motorcycle riding and hunting.
Now, was that a family thing? Did your family do a lot of this? Is
You
that
know,
where or was it
my
from
dad's
school?
a veterinarian, so we
Okay.
grew up on a farm with a lot of land. So
Okay.
the hunting, the fishing, the backpacking, the exploration side, the adventure side definitely came from my family.
Yeah.
We're outdoorsy.
Yeah.
We love to be out there. And then the motorcycles came into play.
Sure.
And that got me into the power side of things, from motorcycles to
gee.
snowmobiling. And all those things have grown into what I love to do today and allow me to facilitate to go out with clients in these
Okay.
realms.
Gosh, that's great. Well, we're going to partner up on some things, I think, in the future here, and so you'll have a chance as an audience to see more of what Taylor's doing and their company, and it's great. Thank you for coming in
Yeah,
today.
thank you for having
All
me.
right, and how can people get in touch with you?
Yeah, so you can find us online on almost
That's
any
a
of the
surprise,
social
isn't it?
websites, right? Yeah, you can name them off.
Yeah.
But if you look under Google, we're Action Sports Media. You can go to our website, actionsportsmedia.com. You can look us up on Facebook under those names.
Okay.
Or you can get a little technical and go to asm.productions for Instagram or actionsportsmedia.asm for Facebook.
All right, great. Thank you for coming
Thank you,
today,
Ken.
and keep up the good work, and most importantly, stay safe.
Thank you.
That's what it's about.
Yes,
you
it
know?
is,
All right.
yes.
Get the good shots, but play it safe.
Excellent. Thank
Thanks
you.
for watching a special edition of Business Talks. Have a great day, everybody.
Thanks for watching. Business Talks is produced in Spokane, Washington by SpokaneTalksMedia.com, which is solely responsible for its content. Business Talks is brought to you in part by STCU. Hear this program again on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or SpokaneTalksMedia.com.